Hello, Collective. Good morning, good evening, good night, good afternoon. Welcome. Okay. So, some of the insights I would do like automatic writing. Okay. So, the first one is there's a message from somebody's person. Okay. And I quote, I want my baby back. Okay. Um, I'm not quite sure if it's from a song, but I was like, humming that the entire day yesterday. I want my baby back, baby back. So, um, yeah, message number one. Somebody wants their baby back, okay? And then on the 23rd, um, somebody's quite sad about an apology, okay? I feel like they are. It feels a bit iffy. I probably will add this into the automatic writing, but I feel like somebody is not ready to apologize, but they need to, but it brings them sadness. It's quite confusing. I feel like somebody owes you an apology, and this apology could make you sad, but I also feel like it's making them sad as well. So if they haven't given you the apology that you deserve, they feel sad. But on the other hand, I also feel like they're sad because they have to give you an apology. And then the last reference is that you're going to be sad. I don't know if it's good tears or happy tears because you might be in denial of this apology. But I'm also tuning into somebody's really like, can't you see that you're in the wrong? And they're like, I'm sorry. And you both will be like full in tears. Something of this nature. Okay? Let me just add this to the automatic writing. Uh, Sad about this apology. And the next message is in relation to angels. Okay? Um, I don't know, but it says angels are falling. So it might be like more fallen angels. If you guys know anything about religion, there are fallen angels. If you know anything about spirituality, there's a lot of insights about fallen angels. But this could also be in relation to earth angels or like being taken down and left and right. Like if you are an earth angel, you know what it means to struggle, be struggling sometimes. Or it could be actual angels that's like, you know what, you didn't do your duty as an angel and now you're about to be fallen, just like the olden times. Um, so that is also happening, okay? And lastly, we got a few angel numbers. Okay. Triple six, triple seven, two times, triple eight, triple nine, 911. Okay. So I'm just gonna skim through it very quickly. Triple six has to do with karma. Okay. A lesson that you need to learn or is going to learn or have learned. Um, You could be stuck in a limited mindset. You could be in your ego. You could be materialistic. Um, that is kind of like the first breakdown of it. The second one is basically has to do with how you deal with your finances. So you could be overspending. Okay, you need to get your shit together and budget. Or you need to spend in order to receive. For instance, if you know that you need this investment and it's going to help you in the long run, don't be holding on to your money like that. Okay. Um, the next and lastly, it could also mean no, as in I feel like that's tied to the lesson part. So, for instance, if there's like a rejection, a no, that's also quite symbolic through the 666 in terms of my spiritual guidance. Um, I know there are a lot of different interpretations. Some people link 888 to karma, but this is just my spiritual version of it all. Okay. The next one is 777. So that is a symbolic code for a yes. Okay. Um, on the other hand, is also being protected by your spirit team, specifically your angels, or angels want to get in touch with you, or you have angels around you. Um, so yeah, pretty much. Um, things usually go in your favor when it comes to 777 as well. Less more of a blessing when it comes to 777. If we're going to compare it to the 666, which is more of a lesson. Okay. Then we got 888. Again, my spiritual guidance when it comes to getting money. Okay. Money that's owed for you, money that you have worked for, money that you don't know where it's coming, but it's coming regardless. Financial abundance, but specifically finances. Okay. And lastly, we got, well, no, we got more. We got 999. Okay. So I'm going to go with the online version. It actually talks about, um, actually, I think I have it on my website. But a lot of people link it to like completion as well, like something is being completed. Um, but I actually have a version. Oh, okay. It's not really. I got quadruple nine on my website. Um, it had to do. It had to do with staying on mission, staying on purpose, and being the light worker that you are. But that is not triple nine. That's quadruple nine. Triple nine. Let's see. So I just googled it. In some places, it's an emergency number. Something could happen at an emergency rate. Okay. So, but that's like certain parts of the country. So some maybe something is like in 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 a state of emergency. So I'm here trying to get a version from Joanne Scribes, but my technology don't want to do so. So I guess we're not gonna go with that. We gotta go. Just a sec. Angel number. I usually like go on Joanne Scribes because I feel like that resonated the most for me to give out for you as a message, but it didn't work this time. So 999, according to Google, means completion and new beginnings. Okay, so it's pretty similar to quadruple nine. It also means a warning, closure in a way. Um, for some of you guys, it often will mean positivity. And when you're thinking of a soulmate that you've been kind of not dealing with for a while, that could also be symbolic for it. But to round it up, New beginnings and completion. That is triple nine. Okay. And then we got 911. So that is my personal spiritual symbolic reference for an emergence reading. So back in the days when I used to do personal readings, I I always got this number every time when I knew I needed to do a personal reading. Um, Before anyone contacted me, that was like my go-to code. So, um, yeah, emergency reading. So somebody probably will have to contact you at an emergency rate. There's an emergency message. This message could be an emergency message. So you hear something like very suddenly, abruptly, okay, that is a benefit of some sort, okay, or you need to rely an instant message for somebody like, this can't wait, I can't hold this back, okay. Is it good or is it bad? I don't know, but it's kind of like this is something that needs to be addressed as soon as possible, okay. um and one other thing, what popped up on my screen right now is feedback. So maybe somebody needs your feedback. They need your immediate feedback, immediate response, or you need to give an immediate feedback, or response, or a reply to somebody, collective, or vice versa. Okay, so 9/11. Obviously, there are different versions of the numbers, okay? But hey, I'm big on my intuition here. I'm sick beside it. So there's that. I think that's everything. Let's see. Yeah. I might talk about this on the. No, I think that's everything. I'm trying to figure out because I have so many notes. They're like everywhere. I did mention it in the triple eight, but for some of you guys, you might get like instant money as well. Because receiving money, somebody owing you, and so on, all of this is timeless, right? But yeah, pretty much. Um, but I will say, based on the breakdown of the 9/11 and all of this taking place right now, some of you guys might get, guys and gals, might get instant like abundance. Um, for instance, if something wasn't fair, there was some sort of injustice, and it's gonna sound, well, not silly because it's a spiritual channel. So, for instance, somebody didn't pay you back the full amount, even as small as $1 or five or 10, you're gonna get that from somewhere else. The universe, aka in my case, God, will provide and make sure that you will be good. Like there is no cheating you because of your frequency. I feel like God, universe is keeping watch. So a small example is this. I was buying a transportation card, and the the personnel there, she was new, but she had this weird ass energy to her. Look, like she looked at me like there was no life in her. It was just so weird. Okay, almost like she was like intimidated, and I'm not talking about my skin color. Okay, because the area I live is quite, you know, remote. Okay, so yeah, I when I was talking to her, she almost had an issue with. I mean, she could have. She's probably new, but when I received my transportation card, she didn't give me no receipt, and she was very like she did a lot of wrongs, but she kept staring at me. right? Like she wasn't there. I don't know what this is about. Though, on the flip side, I had a lot of people, including a mother figure, that was kind of in awe of my energy. Just people kind of looking at me. It's one thing when people are smiling at you, but I know when people looking at you in awe way, it's because of the Holy Spirit. Okay. Um, the entire energy was kind of really interesting. Okay. So, long story short, money was not fairly paid back. I didn't have the energy to, go and question about this. It wasn't much. It was like what I mentioned before as an example, right? But still. And then right after, I noticed a little signal that somebody wanted to buy one of my products, one of my books. So the universe always comes around at the end of the day. So this is like, you know, an example of that matter. What else? I will say that the interesting thing is as well is that you gotta look out for what needs to look out for. Hello. There's also one more message. Somebody has eczema as well, or somebody has a flare up. So just be aware of that. Um, there are a lot of ways you can get flare ups. Um, my twin has eczema, so this is like I'm just giving an advice. Soaking yourself in oatmeal does help, like a oatmeal bath, and like turmeric. I'm very big on home remedies, but yeah, I mean there are steroids and whatnot, but yeah, somebody's eczema will flare up, or it's flaring up, so something of this nature, okay? Or somebody has eczema. Um, and then lastly, whoever feels like sad that you're not being heard, I feel like you're about to be heard. Um, you can have issues like with your health. This is aside from the eczema, like I don't, but this could be relevant as well, where it's like you have issues where a lot of people in the medical field is like, we can't really do much, we can't really help you, there's no solution, and you tried your best to find your own way. Um, you're going to get help. And if you don't get help from these people, God is going to help you. God is going to lead you to people or a way where you at least can mitigate it. Because remember, I feel like the ROOT is better than to just put a bandage on things. It's unfortunate that a lot of people are being like put to the side when it comes to their issues, whether it's eczema, whether it's like somebody's mental health, whether it's something physical where they really don't have a freaking remedy, but they have a word for the disease. Like it doesn't make sense though. Like, I'm low key referring to the women's health department. They be on some BS. But you're gonna get help, okay? Eczema, physical, women's health, come with me. Um, you're going to get help, okay, collective? So I feel like it's been a long ass journey. And if somebody has experienced weird ass treatment from the medical field, I feel like there's gonna be a turnaround. Um, yeah. And if they can't help you, God will. He will find people, find a remedy, find something. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing unknown to God. There's nothing that is new. There's nothing that haven't been done. Can't be fixed, right? I feel like there's a scripture in Genesis. They were talking about how God gave everything for humanity. For our benefit, in order to live. So, and when I say live, as in being alive. I don't know. Somebody seemed to be Olivia or Olivia. So Olivia. But yeah, that is also. I'm just gonna razzle dazzle that. I will do the automatic writing soon. Okay. Um, and for those who are struggling, keep on praying, keep on talking to God, write everything down. Okay. The best revision is your paper. I don't really care. You write down everything. See, like you have to be your own doctor. I'm just talking for those that, if the medical field be on some shenanigans again, like be your own doctor, track everything down because basically this is what they're doing, but they're getting paid for it. Be your own doctor. It is much cheaper. Okay? Um, and I might take myself out of the equation, but justice will come and it's here. Okay, collective? So with that being the end all be all. Thank you for stopping by and collecting journey life. Hello again. So I actually did forget some of the messages. Um, I was tuning into 5,000 yen, okay, in Japanese. So actually gosen, okay. So gosen is basically 5,000 yen in Japanese. However, at the time when I got that um little message, I googled it, okay? So it could also mean morning, something about early morning, like symbolic here. Maybe you get money during this time, or maybe you need to tackle something, deal with something in the morning, okay? Or somebody needs to. It also means like set meals. So I don't know, maybe somebody need to prep their meals for the week or something. Um, so basically be on top of your shit. Okay. Prep meals in the morning or prep meals so you have them in the morning. I personally prep meals nighttime because that's when I have time. Um, but yeah, so you can have them in the morning to go. That's also symbolic for somebody because I feel like somebody's morning might be a little bit busy. Okay, a little bit busier. What else? Gosen also means despise, low life, and poverty. Okay, so maybe somebody is like hating on their life, or you're hating on their life because of poverty. You don't feel good enough, or somebody's looking at you like you are from poverty or something. Either you hate your lifestyle because it feels like you're in poverty, or somebody is looking down upon you because of poverty. Okay, like you're low life because you're poor, which is shitty behavior, but that's also what goes and means. Um, so yeah. So basically in the Japanese language, one word can mean many things. I just googled it. There was a period of time when I was studying Japanese. I need to get back to it, but yeah. Personally, what I do link it to is money, 5,000 yen, because I'm not that advanced in Japanese. But I was just googling it, and that's what came up. Okay. So, thank you for stopping by, Collective. Oh, wait, we got more. Something about fireworks. I also channeled this in Japanese. So, firework is quite symbolic during the autumn time, fall time in Japan, as well as, yeah, I think so, those two seasons, if I'm not mistaken. But maybe there's going to be fireworks between you and your person. Fireworks could be like a symbolic sign between a chemistry um, frequency between you and another individual, or like fireworks is your symbolic sign. For instance, you ask the universe or God for a sign, and you're like, if I see fireworks, green fireworks, yellow, big, small, then I know where I need to go. I know that's my soulmate. I know what to do, something of this nature. Okay, fireworks is somebody's like symbolic sign. Think of it as like when you see a specific number or a specific name. Okay, let's keep on moving. Um, lastly, speaking of numbers, we got 3013, 777 again. So this is like the third time now, and I feel like three is a lucky number. So it feels like you're gonna get a triple confirmation on something, or you need to double check something three times. Okay, so double check something three times. Make sure you get three, or make sure you get three confirmations on something. And lastly, we got 444. So that means that you're being spiritually guided from your angels when it comes to certain direction in your life. It might not look light, but it's going to turn out in your favor. Okay. So sorry for sounding a bit off. If you can hear in the tone of my voice, it almost feels like I'm doing this in different timelines or time. It's correct. Okay. So without further ado, we're just gonna leave it at that. And thank you for stopping by. I think now I can fully upload this to YouTube because the funny thing is that this reading is not that long, but it took like the entire day. Well, almost quite a few hours for it to be uploaded. Um, and not to be like that, all the messages are quite positive. So yeah, but I feel like everything happens for a reason. So I just need to add this little extra. So that's what I'm doing. And this is symbolic, very much so. Everything happens for a reason. Maybe there's like a blockage right now, an obstacle, and you're trying to wait for a response. Um, I feel like something needs to be overlooked. Okay, and you need to wait for a third confirmation. Like it's in the works, but I don't think it's going to happen as fast as you want it to be. So it might be a little bit like time consuming, frustration because of the wait. Okay, you're a them, but it's for a bigger purpose. It's for a higher reason. It's for a highest and best good. Um, So basically, 444. It kind of feels like what the heck is going on, but it's going to turn out in your favor regardless, okay? And it might not work in the ways that you want it to, but it's kind of like what you need and not what you want type of thing, okay? Like, for instance, you wanted to go and buy bananas, and then your spirit team is like, I think it's better if you go and get the oranges. And because the oranges is what you need right now. Okay, something of this nature, okay?